Yeah, it definitely takes some getting used to. It's happened maybe on a few other occasions that the person almost said I would be sad if I beat Roger and stuff like that. So it's unusual, you know, but obviously in some ways you like to hear it. You know, for me it was important to have role models and idols to look up to, such as Ed Burke, for instance, and Sampras and so forth. So that was big for me, and to be able to also play Pete, you know, at Wimbledon was very big in my career. It gave me a huge lift to be able to play in a big stadium against a big player, and I hope that's the same for him, you know, that he learns from this experience and you know, moves forward in the right direction, you know, to wanting to work hard and getting better, and he's already made massive steps in the rankings, I heard, and today I thought he was impressive, and it was a tough match to play against.
Ball somewhere in the end of the first set, he tried to hit a drop shot and just went straight into the net, and then he self-destructed. When you're playing a player like that, are you kind of sitting back, just almost expecting that moment to happen?
Look, not really. I mean, because sure it could happen, but at the same time, I don't think today, if any more players would just donate, you know, point after point, game after game. I struggled early on with my own returning, which maybe allowed him to get into the match a bit better, but he had good variation on his serve. He went through a few games where he couldn't make many first serves, and then he would go through games where he wouldn't miss one, so it was somewhat tricky also getting to know his patterns a bit more, because I've never you know, played against him in a match, and that made it just more difficult. Now, should he have been broken in the second set? No, because he had that overhead which he can hit in his sleep, but for some reason he did miss it, and I ended up getting lucky and getting the break there. So it was, I think, a tough 10 minutes really, and I think that this is where I was better than him today. I wasn't better otherwise, you know. So it was a good match for me to win without playing my very best, but it was tough conditions. It was quick. He had good crowd support, and he had nothing to lose. So it was a tricky match for me to play. Yeah, I knew he was tall, but I didn't know he was that tall. So that kind of, you know, just kind of when I was going out to the court, I was like, you know, this guy's for sure a good serve, and I knew that was his strength, you know, alongside with his forehand, let's say, but then, you know, taller guys these days move actually pretty well, and they're not how it used to be. Tall guys in the past used to always come forward, always, you know, serve and volley. Today it's all changed, so it's unusual sometimes playing against these big guys with big reach from the baseline, and actually don't mind staying back there. And he's a similar kind of a player, and he has obviously options with his size and his serve to completely change his playing style in the next few years, and I think that's going to be important for him to decide what he wants to do. I mean, I think he got unlucky today with the quick turnaround from yesterday, having to play that tough match, and I think this match was supposed to be night session, but then with the rain, they put us at noon. That didn't give him maybe the break he deserved, and that's the kind of stuff you go through early on in a career, and I think, you know, he looked very promising. There was a lot of talent, and now it's up to him to see how far he can take it. Honnêtement, je ne sais pas si je vais plus penser au match de Wimbledon ou celui-là d'ici il y a 2 ans en fait. Mais les deux, c'était complètement différent à la norme, match normal quand les deux, je pense, on joue sur le circuit normal parce que j'aurais dû perdre celui-là il y a 2 ans en arrière, j'ai mené 5-1 au 3e et normalement je ne perds pas non plus celui-là à Wimbledon avec 2-7-0. En Grand Chelem, j'ai jamais perdu un match comme ça encore. Alors, peut-être on fait toujours un peu des matchs bizarres l'un contre l'autre, mais en tout cas, je trouve le niveau de jeu à Wimbledon, il était top. Alors, je n'ai pas de regrets et je vais essayer de faire un très bon match ici demain. C'est très tôt dans le tournoi encore qu'on s'affronte, alors ça va quand même beaucoup changer de la façon dont on va jouer. Et Wimbledon, c'est différent de tous les autres tournois du monde, alors je ne peux quand même pas trop, peut-être trop prendre de ce match, je ne sais pas. Bah, je pense quand même qu'il faut encore voir un peu comment les conditions sont. Est-ce qu'on joue nuit ou jour, journée, ça va aussi dépendre un peu des possibilités. Après, à Wimbledon, honnêtement, c'était service coup droit. Des deux côtés, un maximum. Il a très bien servi. Moi aussi, d'ailleurs, j'ai bien joué et ça s'est joué à quelques petites choses, quoi. Maintenant, est-ce que ça va faire la même chose. Oui, c'est plus possible en fait dans un match de 3-7 qu'un match de 5-7 en fait. Alors, oui, comme c'est tôt dans le tournoi, je me cherche quand même encore au niveau du jeu. Les balles sont quand même plus vite ici qu'encore à Wimbledon, alors ça va plus voler, un peu plus difficile à contrôler peut-être. Et après, c'est un peu plus lent que Wimbledon. Alors, voilà, il faut un peu attendre et voir, mais en tout cas, je pense que c'est certainement un match difficile pour moi, un deuxième tour ici, et on verra ce que ça donne en tout cas.